I know it's cliche, but man, do I love this version of Batman. If you're okay with being cliche like me, let me know in the comments as we unbox the Mafex Dark Knight Returns Batman and Robin. And yes, clearly I do have a blue and gray type. This was one of those too good to pass up deals. I got it for 50% off, so sometimes you just have to wait for a good sale. This Robin is the Carrie Kelly version, and my god, is this a tiny figure. I thought the Mafex Miles Morales was small, but this puts him to shame. In spite of her size, she's got pretty good articulation. She definitely feels a bit fragile just being so sprightly, but for what this figure is, I'd say it's pretty good. She does of course have a wired cape and comes with hair that goes up, 2 slingshots, 1 drawn and 1 not, and 3 different alternate hands. Not technically my first Robin because I got the live action version from Batman Forever, but pretty good for a first childhood Robin figure. I like it, especially at 50% off. Moving on to Big Boy Bats, we've got a monster of a figure here, and man, does it look awesome. There's just something about the proportions of this figure that really work for me. When I reviewed the Mafex Battinson, I mentioned that Mafex figures are sometimes too skinny, but this Batman definitely does not have that problem. Because of his girth, his articulation is a little limited, but he's still got double jointed elbows and knees, butterfly joints, more ab crunch than Battinson did, and a decent wired cape with only the outside edges having wires in them. These knives on his legs are actually molded in, so that's a little disappointing, but other than that, he's got an angry masked head, a Bruce Wayne head, which I really like the design of, and a cowl to lay on his shoulders while he's unmasked. I just love when they include that. You get these straight open hands on the figure as well as fists, clenched / grabbing, a little more open grabbing, and fully open hands. And I really like the paint on these hands. They all have this kind of dirty, blackened look to them. Lastly, you get 4 of these teeny tiny little batarangs that look very small in his beefy hands. So not a ton of accessories, but enough. Would I pay full price, $150 for this set? Probably not. And that's not to say I don't like it. I'm really enjoying it so far, but paying that much for this would really only make sense if you love this version of Robin, in my opinion. But since I didn't pay full price, I'm freaking loving it. This Batman is awesome. He's thick and stocky and intimidating, and it really matches how the character is portrayed in the comic. But what do you guys think? I unboxed 4 Batmans this week. Which one was your favorite? What's your favorite Batman comic? And are you going to pick up this Mafex Dark Knight Returns Batman if you don't already have it? Let me know.